I am so excited to show you guys this DIY because I got to do one of my favorite things not too long ago when my family and I went to Florida. I got to try out some Disneybounding. We went to Disney World's Magic Kingdom and I Disneybounded as Alice in Wonderland. I was so excited because I hadn't really done this before and I love doing cosplay, and I was like, you know what? I gotta do this while I'm here, and I gotta make some really cute Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse ears. So that's what I did. Today, I'm gonna show you guys how to make the Mickey Mouse ears that I did for my Alice in Wonderland Disneybound. They're really easy to make and they're really fun, and you can customize them to be exactly how you want. They're so cute, I love them so much. So let's get started and I'll show you how to make this DIY. The first thing you want to do is grab a plain black headband. I got this one at Hobby Lobby. Then you'll need 2 styrofoam circles that are 3 7/8 inches. Place your circles next to each other and then lay the headband on top. And then you want to make sure that your circles are going to be in the same area that you want the ears to be. You're going to want them to be about 2.5 inches apart from each other. Once you have those situated, you're going to take a Sharpie and you're going to trace the outline of the headband onto your circles. We want to make sure that there's a little bit of overlap here so that we can cut that off and they'll fit on our headbands nice and snug. Then you're going to take an X-Acto knife and cut off that circle that you drew. It's going to take a few times to go through before you have it perfect. It took me about 2 or 3 times to cut all the way through. Then you're just going to want to take off that little piece and then double check and make sure that it fits your headband. Now that you have both of your ears cut out, you're going to take a hot glue gun and you're going to place it onto your ears where you had measured before. You'll be able to tell because the circle will match perfectly in the spot that you had it. Then you're going to do the same thing with the other ear. Wait for those to dry and set them aside. Then what you're going to need is some really cute blue flowers that are about maybe 1 inch or less in diameter. You're going to pull off the flowers from the bunch. It's pretty easy. You can just take them off and they're really simple. Then you're going to take off any excess bottom parts of the flowers that you have that you can just pull off. Now you're going to have a kind of metal stem and you're going to want to take your scissors and cut those off so that you have a flush surface at the end of your flowers. Now that you've cut all of your flowers off of the bunch, you're going to start gluing them onto your ears. Let's start with the outside of your ears first. Put some hot glue on the very middle of the circle and then stick your flower on. Then you're going to put flowers on all the way around the edge until you run out of room. There are a bit of little flowers in this bunch that worked really good for those tiny places. Then we're going to start filling in our ears. So you just want to start around the outside and then fill down to the bottom with the ears by hot gluing on the flowers. I filled it in by doing a flower row one at a time until I reached the bottom. You'll want to continue to do this on both sides of the ears until they're all filled in. And then there you have it, you have your ears all done. Now it's time to make our cute bow. I use some really cute sparkly ribbon to do this. Take your ribbon and measure the length in between the ears, and then fold it over so that you can have double that length, and then make sure that you cut off the ribbon. Take that ribbon and cut a second one the same length. Now you're going to want to take another piece that is 3 inches long. Then take your 2 longer pieces and fold them in half. This ribbon was a little more stiff, so it was a lot easier to keep them folded in half. Then take your little ribbon and fold that in half lengthwise and hot glue it together. Be careful of your fingers during this step because it is really hot. So don't burn yourself, because I know I have a few times. Now open up one of your longer ribbon, then put a piece of hot glue in the middle of the ribbon. Fold over one of the edges and glue it to that hot glue. Then put another dollop in the middle of this ribbon and fold it to the inside and hot glue it as well. You'll want to do the same thing with your second long ribbon. Then you're just going to pinch the ribbon together lengthwise and put a piece of hot glue in the middle to help give it a little extra fun and make it into a bow shape. You'll want to do this with the second ribbon as well. That way you have 2 of them. Then you're going to glue them together so that they're sitting on top of each other to form a bigger ribbon. Hot glue those both together at the center. Then you're going to take your smaller piece and put hot glue going from the middle to one of the edges. Take this piece and wrap it around the inside of your bow to kind of cover up the glue that you had seen before. Cut off any excess of this and then hot glue the edge onto the back of the bow so we don't see any hot glue sticking out later. There you have your bow. It's all ready to put onto your headband. All you have to do to stick this on is put a little piece of glue on the bottom and stick it to the middle of the headband. Once that dries, you have the perfect Alice in Wonderland Mickey Mouse headband. It's so cute and it fits perfectly with the theme. Here I am wearing my Disneybound, my Alice in Wonderland. Oh, it was so much fun. I absolutely loved wearing these around. I hope you guys really like this DIY project. I'm really excited to see all of the Mickey Mouse ears that you guys come up with. They're gonna be so super cute. Please share those with me on Twitter and Instagram. I would love to see them. I'm so excited. Disneyland is one of my favorite places ever, and going to Disney World was so awesome. So I want to know what your guys' favorite ride at Disney World or Disneyland is. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you've never been, what rides do you want to try? I think one of my favorite rides while I was there was definitely the really cool Snow White Miner's Car roller coaster. It was so cute and I loved it so much. While we were in Disney World, I got the chance to go to the Be Our Guest restaurant. I was so excited. It was so awesome, and it just reminded me of Beauty and the Beast week that I did about last year, I think it was, or maybe the year before that. It was when the Beauty and the Beast videos came out, and there's a playlist of those that you guys can see. I'll put a little thing up here so that you guys can see all of those Beauty and the Beast playlists. So check them out, they're super fun. If you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more awesome videos just like this. I'll see you guys next week. Bye!